Heckler signed the Code of Fair Campaign Practices, pledging a civil, if not inexpensive, campaign. The former Secretary of State, when signing the document he helped craft, noted his intention to exceed what he called outdated expenditure limits.
In signing the Code of Fair Campaign Practices, I was referring specifically to the fact that I would not engage in a negative, mean-spirited campaign.
The way he runs political campaigns is probably the antithesis of the modern television ad campaign. He ran kind of down-home type ads and never really countered the ads against them.
There's a certain cornball aspect to Ken, but it's endearing and it's for real. And if you're for real, it forgives a lot of things, because most people aren't.
I have always felt that it's necessary to get the attention and attract the attention of otherwise apathetic voters. And sometimes you have to attract their attention by unusual things.
Heckler served in Congress, helping pave the way for a better West Virginia and a better USA.
There was a generation where I think that people probably thought that was cute, but that kind of wore thin towards the end, and I don't think people quite identified with it like they might have in 1962 or 64.
Freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free.
There were people who would say, you know, I really, really like Ken. I remember he helped my grandfather get that sewer line laid. But in the second breath, but we think maybe it's just past his time. We want someone probably who's new and has a little more modern outlook on things.
And I want to shake your hand, Mr. Heckler.
Winning 52% of the vote, Republican nominee Betty Ireland claimed the Secretary of State's office in November 2004. Ireland attributed her win in part to wisely spending the $150,000 contributed to her campaign.
First of all, we're good friends.
Altogether, Heckler spent just over $1 million on his unsuccessful re-election bid.
I think I have to recognize that there certainly must have been some people who were turned off by the amount of money that I was spending.
I think he made a bad tactical decision. But, yeah, he's still a champion.
Where are the Hellraisers? This seems to be such a passive younger generation. I don't know why. Where are the Hellraisers?
You have to have more people like the...
For many, Ken Heckler continues to represent the consummate public servant, one in pursuit of justice.
He's a doer. He is always trying to right wrongs in every way that he conducts himself. It's well, let's go get this done.
We've got to remember, during the time of the Founding Fathers, Paul Revere, we've got to remember Patrick Henry, and those agitators who helped call attention and gave their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor in order to achieve the freedoms which we now enjoy in the United States of America. Even Newsweek.
Speaking throughout the nation, Ken Heckler exhibits the energy and enthusiasm defining his lifelong commitment to public service.
He always seemed to be ready to go wherever the wind took him. He would talk about former loves, but I think it's very possible he just couldn't find anyone that would keep up with him or was able to keep up with him in his lifestyle.
Ken Heckler is driven. People sometimes talk about public service as sacrifice, and I look at it as a choice you make, and if you're in it, you like it, you're getting your rewards from it. If it wasn't fun, you wouldn't be doing it.
His life was just intended for public service. To him, politics and its aftermath is a romance. It's consuming. There's no time for anybody else.
The truth of the matter is, if you're in public life, you do neglect your family. It's almost impossible not to. Now, Ken didn't have to worry about that because his mate was public service. He was married to the job.
Ken didn't go to soccer games and to ballet practices. Instead, he was out being a champion for common people. I wonder what kind of toll it's taken on him.
One of the greatest regrets in my life is that I don't have doting grandchildren that I can see grow and develop and inspire them to follow the principles of truth and justice, which I've tried to follow myself.
I can't think of anybody in public life who has so systematically committed himself to the service of people. I think it's on his mind all the time. What can I do to be more useful